Okay, I am recording now to show you a little bit about how I would set up, or how I've been setting up the church meeting. So first of all, there is a hardware device that is a video to USB plugged in, and it'll do both video and audio, and those are plugged in to the existing analog system at the state clerk office. We also have on here we have the video window that I'm showing you here, and let me shrink this down just a little bit so we can see the whole window. And I just want to show you the basic setup that we have here. And so you can see I can move around the mouse. I'm actually logged in via Chrome desktop, Chrome remote desktop. I'm at my work computer, and so I could do this anywhere for any ward. And so first thing is Zoom, okay? And all I'm going to do for right now is we'll go to the settings eventually. Well, let's close that down. I'm going to open up a program here called OBS Studio. OBS Studio is what I'm using to record this stream right now. And it's a very useful video software. And so if you don't want to use it, you can just go straight to this system. We can switch over, look at video, look at AV to USB, and that's not going to work because I started up OBS. So let me turn off OBS. And we will come back to this. But you can only have the camera being accessed by one program at a time. And so if we look at this, this is now the chapel in Butte, Second Ward, or Butte Stake, okay? And there is an option to be able to control it, but right now for this computer it's not working. And so I'm working on that, on how to do that. So you can just do Zoom here as is. The only other things I want to show you are this. On the audio, you're going to want to make it sure it's the AV. You don't care about the speaker, but the microphone is the AV to USB. That's the device that's plugged in. And then I've also set the audio profile to low. Otherwise, it's going to mute. It will try to mute the organ and the people singing. The other thing is that the microphone has to be turned on in the chapel for this to work. Okay? So that's the only thing. So I'm going to get off of this. I'm actually going to switch over my video and my audio to the OBS virtual camera. So this is advanced, okay? So I just showed you everything that we know about all you'd need to do to set up a Zoom. That's all I would do, okay? So this is just running in the background. I'm going to open up OBS Studio. I'm also going to open up Acrobat Reader, and I'm also going to open up Chrome, okay? So if we look at OBS Studio, it has the camera, it accesses the camera, and what I can do is start the virtual camera just down here on the right hand side. When I do that in Zoom, if I go and look at the video, it streams whatever is here on OBS. Well, why would we want to do that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. The big thing is I can switch over, and I opened up that PDF here that says this, okay? And I can switch over to this, and I can also mute the audio, and this display comes up while the sacrament is being passed. That's kind of handy. There's also this, the hymns. Well, I don't have the window open yet, so we have to open up the correct window. Let me open one up. And actually, this is pretty cool as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Ward Bullet. Both first ward and second ward have Ward Bullet up. We're going to go there. I have to move this out of the way again. Not now. Go to Word Bullet. We'll just use Butte firsts from yesterday. Go to the Sacrament meeting. And one thing, if you didn't know, is if you click on the hymns, they pop up. And so this is what I was doing yesterday, is I was going to lyrics only. Okay, I'm going to go find this in OBS. And it just popped up automatically. Okay, so the hymns pop up, and then all I do, and this is what they're going to see in Zoom right here. And so I was doing the hymns and scrolling along. Okay, and so I'd just be here. Once again, I can be in Sacrament doing this. I can be across the world and do this. And so as they sang, I would be paying attention to what they were singing, and I would just scroll along so the people at home had access to it. Okay? And I think that that's pretty fun. Also, during the intro, and the sound continues. During the intro, you can leave this up, so it's not just this, the bishop sitting in there on the podium picking his nose, or they're doing a lot more important things than that. But that leaves us with this video. Whatever we see here is going to be what's displayed, and whatever we see here. And right now, I'm going to close this one, the Zoom one. Right now, I just have 3 different modes. These are scenes. The podium is both video capture and audio capture. Okay? Sacrament is during this, and I can mute it here, or I can mute it on Zoom. There's mute for the audio input capture, and I switch over to the Sacrament. And this is just so people know what's going on. And then I have hymns. If I go back to podium and turn this, oops, I turned it off, turn it on. And then we have hymns, and then I got to go over to the web browser. So I thought this was pretty cool. I still have 0 people watching, but I think it's a great option. It makes us a lot more professional as far as what they're seeing. And the last piece of this, and I'd really like it to work, and it's not working, is it would be really nice if we had, and we should be able to get it working. There is one that allows us to put camera. It allows us to do the pan tilt zoom operations of the computer here. And let me show you what's broken. So I'm going to close that down. Yep, we're going to stop the virtual camera. We've stopped everything. We're going to close this and close that. And minimize that. And minimize that. Okay. So there's this Visca thing. And it's just not coming up. It's really weird. It'll come up as an icon. Anyways, it works on my laptop. And so we can move the camera if I have a separate laptop there. So I'm thinking that there's something wrong with this computer, that the Visca app doesn't work. Okay, so that's the last thing. So that's all. I hope that this is helpful to you all. This has been really kind of fun, actually. And I'd like to put in a dedicated machine in that cabinet, but I'll do that in an email. Thanks a lot, guys.